come to a local horse ranch to interview a local immigrant worker. From the time you get to work to the time you get off work, what is your day like?
Well, it's very good. I get up like at 6 in the morning. I have to be at work at 7. And I work with horses, and I do everything about collecting horses, treating the horses when they're caught, medicine, and I also trim the horses, and I'm done like at 4:30, and I just go home and do some other trimming for other people.
Okay. How long have you lived in the local area?
Well, I got here when I was 9 years old. I went to school in Paso Robles. I went back to Mexico when I was 14. Came back when I was 17, and I lived in San Ynez for 8 years, and then I moved to Arroyo Grande, and I've worked here for 4 years now.
How many other places have you lived and worked in since coming to America?
Just in one ranch in San Ynez and here in Arroyo Grande.
How is your working relationship with your boss?
It's good. Good, I will say.
You get along with her?
Yes, she's a good boss.
In your immediate household, how many people speak Spanish?
Our first language is Spanish. My wife, she speaks pretty good English. She went to school here since she was a little girl. My son, he's 3 years old, and he speaks mostly Spanish, and he's a little bit English. My daughter, she's 1 year old.
Are you established with one company, or do you have seasonal companies you work for?
Yes, one.
Okay. Are you satisfied with your working conditions? And if not, what would you improve?
I think I'm happy with my work.
Did you participate in the census?
No.
Do you send money back to Mexico, and if so, about how much or what percent?
I do send money to my mom in Mexico. I'm not sure what percent. I mean, whenever I can.
Mm-hmm. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Well, I'm trying to be a farrier, so I hope one day I will be a professional farrier.
Do you find it hard to blend with the American culture, or is it easier to stay within the Mexican community?
Well, sometimes it's kind of hard to blend because of the language. Sometimes I kind of feel bad not speaking that perfectly English, but I'm doing okay.
How did you get here from Mexico, and how hard was it to get here?
Well, it was very hard because I'm from Jalisco. I flew to Tijuana. From Tijuana, we crossed the border, and we had to climb hills and stuff. We had to spend like 3 days on the hills just to cross here. So it was pretty hard to cross.